Welcome to Women at Halftime podcast, but not just for women, for you men too. If you're at mid-career or the halftime of life, our inspirational topics are not only fun, but also meant to help you maximize and write your next chapter. Right here with me, Deborah Johnson. Well, hello, this is Deborah Johnson with the Women at Halftime podcast, with another great week to be with you, a great show to be able to present. Want to remind you to get the article that comes with all of our episodes, and make sure that you sign up for those, goalsforyourlife.com/newsletter. You can get that article every single week coming to your inbox. And also we have Hero Mountain Summit. Now, this is a program I only launch twice a year for those that are individuals. I do keep it all the way through the year for groups and for corporations, companies that want to send their groups through it. It's a wonderful program, 5 months, 20 weeks. It's an incredible program to be able to have. So make sure you check that out, heromountainsummit.com. Now, the subject today is forever young, truth or lie. Wow, forever young. You might be thinking, well, that's a Bob Dylan song, Rod Stewart, and that brings you back, some of you that are at the stage of life that actually I am. But there's a lot to this. Forever young, people are trying to stay young. And I thought I'd approach this subject. It's kind of a fun one in kind of answering that question. Is it a truth? Is some truth to it, or is it just a fallacy that we're all trying to ascribe and reach at some point and somehow? So we're going to talk about this today, and hang on, here we go. So the phrase forever young, it embodies an aspirational desire to retain the vigor, the vitality, and the youthful spirit throughout life. Now, while the sentiment behind the phrase, it resonates with the wish for sustained energy and health and vitality, the literal interpretation of eternal youth is, unfortunately, it's just not feasible. Aging, it's an inevitable, natural process that brings about psychological changes in the body over time. And I wrote the following thoughts in my book, Women at Halftime. If you're watching the video, you can see a picture of that book behind me. And this is what I wrote. Oh, I'm looking in the mirror. Are those deepening crow's feet spreading? Are those actually permanent bags beneath our eyes? Several splashes of cold water cannot rinse away the creases around our mouths that have deepened from smile lines to fissures. We lift sagging cheeks to produce a momentarily youthful expression. But wasn't it just yesterday that we were nominated for College Homecoming Queen? That was actually a thought of mine. Yes, I was nominated. Cells age, tissues change, and bodily functions gradually decline with advancing age. Well, so thus the notion of preserving physical youth indefinitely is not realistic, and we're all on the same train, eventually facing the same end here on Earth. However, while immortality or stopping the aging process is scientifically unattainable, there are ways we can enhance our well-being and maintain a youthful disposition. Adopting healthy lifestyle practices such as regular exercise, I know you want to hear that again, nutritious eating habits, yeah, another one, stress management, and sufficient sleep, those all can contribute to overall vitality and longevity. Now, these practices may not halt the aging process, but they can positively impact health, delay that age, all those age-related issues, and improve the quality of life as we gracefully age. And I'm going to share a couple of my regular routines throughout this article, so make sure that you listen to it all the way through. So I like to look for inspiration in others, and I found a couple great examples. Grandma Moses, whose real name was Anna Mary Robertson Moses, she began her prolific painting career at the age of 78, demonstrating that it's never too late to start something new. Now, despite starting late and lacking formal training, she persevered and honed her artistic skills through dedication and practice. And her passion for painting landscapes and rural scenes from her memories of rural life, it resonated with viewers, showcasing her deep connection to her surroundings. Her vibrant, nostalgic artwork, it captured the essence of Americana, and her enthusiasm for painting remained undiminished until her passing at the age of 101. Wow. I don't know if I want to really live that long, but she did. How about that? Peggy Rowe. I love this story. She's a best-selling author known for her wit and humor. And if you've not read her books, you need to. They're just hilarious. She achieved remarkable milestone in her life by securing her first book deal at the age of 80. Now, before this accomplishment, Rowe encountered numerous rejections in her pursuit of becoming a published author, but she persisted with resilience and dedication. Now, Rowe's journey serves as an inspiring testament to the idea that age really is no barrier to achieving one's dreams. Now, of course, she has a very, very famous son helping her to market it, but it also demonstrates that determination and passion can lead to incredible success. Her work has to be good to be able to get as far as it did. And even in the later chapters of life, this is possible. And there's power in that perseverance and unwavering commitment to one's aspirations. And also, the practice of writing every day is keeping her young at heart as she continues to look for the funny in the world around her. And I listen to her on Mike Rowe's podcast now. She's very funny, very authentic. Brian Johnson, if you've not heard of him, listen to this one. He's a wealthy entrepreneur based in Venice, California, and he's 45 years old. And he's so enamored with the idea of being young again that he will be spending over, listen for it, $2 million this year on a host of medical interventions, tests, and pills. Well, I have news for him. Even though he may extend his life slightly and be in better shape, we all face the same end. He's enjoying this process, though, and it sounds like it's become somewhat of a game, which he's able to play as he's fairly wealthy. Well, for all the rest of us, to be forever young may not be possible in the physical sense, but maintaining a youthful outlook and vitality, it can be supported by a healthy lifestyle, including physical activity, healthy nutrition, mindfulness, and stress management, continual learning, and social connections. So I'm going to hit a couple of these now for you today. So regular physical activity, and I'll tell you what my routines are as well. Engaging in regular exercise or physical activity, it promotes overall health, boosts energy levels, it maintains muscle strength, and supports cardiovascular health. Most of us know this. And incorporating activities like walking, jogging, yoga, or strength training, all of those can contribute to sustained vitality. Now, with the addition of resistance bands and chair yoga, there's no excuse for not keeping active, even while traveling. And I have a podcast on, and I'll put the link in the show notes, of being able to bring those resistant bands and how do you work out when you're traveling. And we do that. And the most important principle here is to keep moving at any age. Now, something my husband and I have added to our routine is stretching, which I felt like I would fail fast at, as I've really never even been able to touch my toes. However, I found that stretching promotes flexibility, mobility, and overall well-being. And it can improve posture, which I definitely want to do. I don't want to be hunched over. It can reduce muscle tension, alleviate stiffness, and provide balance. So my personal routine is to work out early in the morning. I like to get it done, and it's a part of my routine. I get up early. I just get it done, and then I take a walk as well. So healthy nutrition. That's another point that we can really focus on here in embracing a balanced and nutritious diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fat. All of those provide essential nutrients for optimal bodily function. And whether you follow a vegan, a gluten-free, a renal diet, or intermittent fasting, I've been reading a lot about that lately, or a well-balanced diet supports energy levels, strengthens the immune system, and contributes to overall well-being. We know how important that is. It's just hard. Well, I personally follow mostly a Mediterranean diet with the emphasis on heart-healthy fats with olive oil and nuts, and with a lot of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and fish. I absolutely love grilled vegetables, and I cook them often on an iron pan in the oven with a little olive oil and salt. Very simple. Now, everyone is different what their system needs. I found my body especially needs those fibrous vegetables to feel good. And of course, dark chocolate, acai berries, blueberries, they're one of my favorite treats. And I just can't help but add those in from time to time. Actually, probably more from almost daily that I do that. But the important takeaway from all of this is that what we eat is important to our overall health, as it influences our cholesterol levels, our heart health, inflammation, and even our mental health. All of those are so important. So mindfulness and stress management, this is another part of forever young, being at least young at heart. Now, stress is called the silent killer, and a 2021 study, 2021, from autonomic, let's see if I can say this. I put the link in the article. It states that physical and mental stressors can lead to sudden cardiac death. Prioritizing mental health through mindfulness practices, meditation, or stress relief techniques, it helps manage those stress levels. And reduced stress, it supports emotional well-being and may positively impact physical health. I mean, heart attacks are a big deal, especially for women. Now, I speak often of a growth mindset contrasted with a fixed mindset. And a growth mindset, it embraces challenges, persists in the face of setbacks, and it sees failures as opportunities for growth. And it believes that potential is not fixed, but it can be expanded through hard work and learning. Now, a fixed mindset just believes that abilities and intelligence, they're static. They can't be changed. Fear, anxiety, a victim attitude, those are all characteristics of a fixed mindset. And the goal is to develop and maintain a growth mindset with possibilities. And as I walk my little dog in the morning, and sometimes in the evening too, little Amelia, she gives me plenty of time to think and take a break as I'm looking out around me and just watching her prance. So continual learning and curiosity. This is a good little point for all of us. And very important. A lifelong and continual learning mindset is a growth mindset. And being open to new experiences and nurturing curiosity, all of that stimulates the mind, keeping it active and engaged. So how long has it been since any of us has taken the time to pursue a new hobby? Well, probably much too long. Life is busy, time's short, and when building our careers and raising a family, I know how busy I've been raising 3 sons. Well, I just read a fascinating book on beekeeping, of all things. And even though I am not considering taking up this hobby, it was fascinating. It was an escape to learn what's involved in beekeeping. And reading is a way to just enter another world. It was fascinating. You should at least find out more about it. So engaging in hobbies, learning new skills, or exploring those novel interests, it contributes to our mental agility and our sense of usefulness. So be curious. How do things work? How do they grow? And on a personal level, what's inspiring other people? And that quest, it makes us more interesting, as well as it adds interest and vibrancy to our lives. We're looking for the funny, just like Peggy Rowe. So the last one here is social connections and relationships. Cultivating meaningful social connections and maintaining relationships with family, friends, or communities, all of those can contribute to emotional well-being. And emotionally, this can become more difficult when others around us become ill or even pass away. And I still remember when my mother-in-law commented that all of her friends were dying. But that didn't stop her. She was very social. It didn't stop her from meeting new people when she started attending a local church. This was so sweet. The people in that church loved my mother-in-law, and they watched out for my father-in-law when he tended to wander off as his dementia developed, which he did. It's like, oh, where did he go? Where did John go? It was wonderful. It's so sweet. Social engagement supports mental stimulation. It provides emotional support and fosters a sense of belonging, all which contribute to a youthful outlook on life. It takes effort to keep and develop those relationships. A very popular option for many is just moving into a community that holds events and provides places to get together, including clubhouses and even pickleball courts. Pickleball's huge right now, by the way. And those are wonderful places to meet people. And there are many who choose this option sooner than later to enjoy those perks. Now, even though I spend a lot of time working, I contact friends on purpose for walks and getting together. Spending time with others, usually it just doesn't happen naturally. You have to initiate it. You have to take the time to do it. I especially have to do this. So let's apply this. While achieving eternal youth remains an unrealistic concept, embracing a proactive and holistic approach to wellness and incorporating healthy habits and nurturing a youthful mindset, it can significantly enhance our overall well-being and vitality in navigating the journey of aging. And adopting these principles, they can contribute to a holistic approach to maintaining vitality, wellness, and a forever young mindset as the years fly by, quicker and quicker these days. So keep exercising, eat healthy, adopt a growth mindset with a lifelong learning attitude, and develop friends and relationships that are fun and keep you moving forward. And most of all, enjoy every minute, because life is just too short not to. So make sure you get the article. I've put some extra resources in the article, some books that may be interesting for you to read, some extra ideas, some extra articles, so that you can click in and find some things that will further inspire you in your journey. And make sure you get, again, our weekly articles, goalsforyourlife.com/newsletter. Also, our Hero Mountain Summit course. And you can get there at heromountainsummit.com. I have formatted this whole program. It goes to Hero Mountain is a trademarked program that I have. It's all outlined in my Women at Halftime book. But this is a full online program now. I put everything online to make it so easy for you to go through with a lot of accountability, and you can add even extras to it to where you can spend a little extra time with me one-on-one. So there's all of those options within this program. I usually don't make a lot of that available outside some of my programs. So I hope you take advantage of that, heromountainsummit.com. And this is always such a pleasure to bring you these weekly shows, weekly podcasts and messages. And I hope you continue to connect, and I will look forward again to see you next time. So bye-bye for now.
Thank you for joining us. It is because of our wonderful listeners like you that we keep going strong week after week. We'd love it if you'd share and follow us to not miss a single show, and even write a review. You can also find all of our articles, products, and links at womenathalftime.com.